All right, you guys know who I am, all right? I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. And I can't go to bed yet. It's like, because I'm waiting for this kid to get the truck home safely. Yeah, so, um, yeah, we're going to have a smoke together, but I'm going to be chain smoking cigarettes, okay? Forget it, fuck the pipe. All right, now you'll see why here in a second. Yeah, I got some Bush beer here. Two of them lined up. Shouldn't have to take a break at all. Cheers. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know what the fuck time it is. I don't know, 11:30, whatever. So, this so this young man comes with another young man to pick up the truck that they bought. And we go through everything. And I got all this coolant and, antifreeze. I got everything in case, I topped off all the fluids, topped off all the tires. I did everything to ensure that they would get home safely. 500 miles away from here. Now, it is summertime outside. The truck has a plow on the front of it that doesn't turn all the way to the right to allow airflow to properly go through the grate on the front of the truck and cool the exterior of the engine. Yeah. So, I'm sitting here at my neighbor's barbecue, and 7:30 my phone rings, and it's my buddy Terry that bought the truck, this young man. And he had mentioned that he wanted to go see Lake Ontario because him and his buddy have seen all 5 Great Lakes. Now, if you look it up, all right, we in upstate New York and all in upstate and bordering Canada, we have 5 Great Lakes, which is the largest body of fresh water in the world. So he says, well, we've never seen Lake Ontario. I got to see that one because I've seen all the other ones. So he's got to go see Lake Ontario. I says, okay, no problem, Terry. You just drive up the road down here about 20 minutes or so. You'll see Lake Ontario. Oh, all right. Really? Thanks so much, Paul. All right. You've seen Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron. Hold on. Let me start over. You've seen Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, Lake Huron. He wants to see Lake Ontario, and he's already seen, I can't remember the fucking 5th Great Lake, okay? Google it. Fucking Google it, okay? I'm a little stressed out right now. I want to Google it, but I'm recording on my phone. So, I figured, okay, this kid ought to take this truck. It's summertime. It's 80 degrees outside. All the fluids are topped off, like I said, okay, but it's got a plow that won't bend down like that, like it should. It'll go up and down, but it won't go left and right. And when it does that, it kind of turns, and it allows airflow to go through over the top of the engine and so forth to keep everything cool under the hood. So, I get this call at 7:30. Hey man, there's smoke coming out from under the hood. I'm like, fuck, really? He's like, yeah, man, there's insulation underneath the hood. And on normal cars and trucks and stuff like that, they don't have that. But on a diesel engine, which is like, it's like real loud, dude. They put like I don't know, a half inch of this insulation stuff. It's gray, and it's held up with little plastic buttons all over it. Well, for years and years, the three buttons fell out, and the insulation kind of lays on the top of the motor by where the windshield meets the back of the hood. So when they said that they were going to go see Lake Ontario, I didn't think that it was going to be a trip to Disney. I'm telling you, these kids called me at 7:30, and I was like, well, how, they ripped the insulation out, they stomped it out and stuff. It had overheated, and I'm like, how far from home are you? Well, we're still about 5 hours. I was like, well, I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, you left like 3.5 hours ago. No, they decided to take a little detour when they should have just gone fucking home. Now, I'm not mad or nothing, but, I'll tell you what. I did them a huge favor. I says, look, I'm just drive this straight home, okay? I'm going to leave my plates on it, my tags, all right? I'm going to keep it insured. I'm not going to scrape the registration or inspection sticker out of it. Most people, when they buy a used vehicle, the owner scrapes all that shit out, cancels the insurance. But, I wanted to do the kid a favor, which he deserves, all right? And I'm kind of doing this video just for something to do, because I got to stay up till the kid gets home. I want to make sure he got home with something not blowing up or starting on fire. All right, so they take this little detour. Now, let me tell you something, all right? Yeah. If that truck is, and he called me and he's like in Pennsylvania. I was like, dude, Pennsylvania's down there. Michigan is over there. What are you doing? Well, we took a little detour after we saw Lake Ontario and blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, you got to plow on the truck in the middle of summer. And look, it's like, look, we put the fire out. All right, it's all good. It's like, oh, man. I was like, go straight home and text me when you get there. I can't go to sleep until he gets home. So, it's on my insurance, my tags, everything. I got a title signed over to him, bill of sale, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. The good hands people, all right? My insurance company, the good hands people, would not be good hands if that truck burst into flames. No. There would be an insurance investigator coming to my house, sitting there while I'm chain smoking cigarettes and pounding beers, asking me why I gave my truck to some 26-year-old kid with my insurance still on it, my registration, and my plates, tags, whatever you want to call them. And no, the good hands people would have their hands around my balls and my neck. It would not be good. So I texted him, like I didn't hear back from him. So I texted him. He's like, okay, we're back on the road. Then I wait like 2 hours and text him again. Hey, how's everything going? Well, now the truck started to overheat a little bit. Well, no shit, man. He had a fire under the fucking hood. and it overheated. Even though the truck didn't overheat, it must have done something. He's like, well, I put a gallon of, coolant in it and stuff, but everything's all good now. It's like, I am not going to bed until you get that truck parked in your driveway. And then you drop that plow, and tomorrow morning you check them fluids, you take my plates off of that, and you send them back. No, I didn't realize that visiting Lake Ontario would turn into a trip to Disney. I don't know where the fuck these kids went. I don't know, but they were 2 hours behind schedule. All right, so I texted him about an hour and a half ago, and he's like, oh yeah, everything's so good. It's good so far. Nothing's overheating. I said, sir, did you look to see if anything was leaking out of the truck? Yeah, we did. Nothing. We didn't see nothing leaking at all, Paul. Man, I'll tell you what. Talk about my heart jumping out of my chest. I just can't wait till this kid gets the truck home, gets my plates off of it, and I'm taking the insurance off, But he wanted to, originally drive this truck home with no plates. I was like, dude, you just don't understand New York State. You might be able to do that in southern Michigan. It's a holiday weekend, all right? There's state police all over the place, dude. They're just going to freaking impound your vehicle, which is insured under my name. Now I got to take a piss off. I'll be back in a nanosecond. All right, so I got the 5 Great Lakes now. There's Lake Ontario, Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, and Lake Huron. Those are the 5 Great Lakes. Largest bodies of fresh water on the face of the earth. Dude, you just could have drove down to the beach and looked at it and done like, okay, I saw it. But, he's a very responsible, nice young man. But no, who knows where the fuck they went, I don't know. I just know I can't get to sleep till like 2 o'clock in the morning till I get a text saying, hey, Paul, we made it home. Okay. Great. Now I can go to fucking bed. He's a good kid. And if he watches this video, I'm not angry at him at all. I really am. He does, he doesn't understand. He's not an old man like me, where I know that if you got a plow, it's blocking airflow going under, and you're driving around like you're going to fucking Disneyland for an extra 2 hours. Something is good. It's not going to be good. It just, I love you, Terry. It's all good. So now I got to text the boys again after this video, making sure everything is still okay. I did text him. I says, hey man, when you stopped and you bought more coolant, did you buy like extra? And he's a smart kid. Very responsible, smart young man. Yeah, he is. And he's like, yeah, I did. I says, good. I mean, last thing I want to do is have somebody buy a truck for me. And okay, maybe they fucked off for a couple hours to see Lake Ontario. when they should have been home, and have like the engine overheat and blow up or something like that, and that'd be bad because, I mean, I'm not giving his money back. I told him, I says, look, the truck is as is. It stopped off. You drive it around, you do what you want to do. They drove it for like 15 minutes or whatever. I said, it's as is. So if I need a trip home, if something blows up or blows out, there ain't no money coming back. I'm not a used car dealership. So, last I knew, about 2 hours ago, they were 200 miles away from home. So right about now, he ought to be getting within 100 miles of home, I would think. Yeah, the good hands people would have their hands around the good hands would be around Paul the Pipe Guy's throat. I hope you're enjoying this late night smoke together and all this little drama stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's funny. One of my ex-girlfriends, she doesn't understand the fact that, like, we're all done, like 3 times done. She doesn't understand the fact just to be a friend, all right? And she saw the video. She like stalks my YouTube channel, all right? She does. I know she does. She's told me. I saw you said this on YouTube the other night. She's blocked me like 10 times in the last month, and something will happen and she'll feel bad or something like that. All right, you're unblocked now. So she saw the part where, hey, I still care about my wife and all that stuff. And I gave her $1,000. I wake up the next day and it's like, after I did that video, she's like, you are a sick fuck. Now, how is that sick? All right. I think somebody else over there in Ontario County, Orleans County, might be a little sick in the head if you can't understand that you got kids together and you got to pull together as a family. You just got to do what you got to do. You're a sick fuck. You're dead to me. I'm blocking you forever now. Okay, bye-bye. Goodbye. I swear to you, I'll tell you what, this woman's crazy. This ex-girlfriend of mine that I went to high school with her. I'm not going to say her name or nothing like that. It's nobody's business, but anybody that knows me will know who it is. So I'm sitting in the doctor's office. My daughter had strep throat. We didn't know it at the time, but, all the signs were there. So we go in there. And in walks this woman that I thought was like 80 years old with a walker. She sits down, she's talking, and I'm like, man, there's something strange about this woman. My daughter's like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I get you, Dad. So I walk out to smoke a cigarette. And I come back in. She's like, you know who that is? I says, no, who is that old lady? She's like, it's your ex-girlfriend's sister, younger sister. So she's only in her mid-50s and looks 80. So I text my ex when I wasn't blocked. Hey, I'm sitting here next to your sister with my daughter here in urgent care. And your sister walked in and she's sitting down here and next to us. She flips the hell out. She's like, I knew it. I just knew you two would hook up eventually. She's stolen every boyfriend I've ever had. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm showing my daughter, my 21-year-old daughter, these text messages from this crazy woman in Orleans County. And she's like, Dad, she's nuts. What the hell happened? She used to be nice. I said, I don't know. So, of course, she's like, I'm blocking you again. And, and then I heard from her when her mom died. No, it just goes on. And the next time that rolls around and she says, oh, you're unblocked, I'm going to be like, nah, I'm not playing this game no more. Are you kidding me? Your younger sister that looks 80, she's coming in with a walker. I don't care if she looked like a freaking NFL football cheerleader, all right? That's my ex-girlfriend's sister. I'm not going to have nothing to do with her. Are you kidding me? That wouldn't be right. The little head don't think for the big head no more. Maybe 30 years ago, but no more. Crazy people. The crazy people. Oh my God. Well, what are you going to do? Cheers. I got more beer to drink and I got to stay up for another couple hours till my boy Terry gets his ass home where it should have been 2 hours ago. Yeah, he left here at 4 o'clock. He should have been home 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He should have been home by like 10 o'clock. Whatever. Well, we didn't smoke a pipe. But I got to rant a little bit, and hopefully you guys got to laugh a little bit. So, good morning, UK. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got messages coming through here. All right. I got to go. Anyways, happy smoking. Happy Labor Day tomorrow. I'm over it out, man. I'm done for the night.